A pair of lines for the G-Man were cut from the ending of Half-Life Alyx. The first appears to have been to remind the player to progress when the player has to shoot lightning at the advisor.
Your glove, Miss Vance.
And the other seems to be part of a reply to something Alyx asks G-Man.
That is a question with a multitude.
In Opposing Force, the tutorial of the game takes place at the Santiago military base in Arizona. Just outside of Shepard's barracks is a courtyard that leads to several other buildings. This courtyard seems to be based on the deathmatch map Boot Camp, which was originally featured in Half-Life 1's multiplayer. Separate from the similarities with the 4 flagpoles and the base walls, the building with the bay window in Boot Camp seems to be the basis for the Tactical Operation Command building. The tiered building 2 appears to be the basis for the Advanced Training Facility exterior. In the files of Half-Life Alyx exists a cut Zen lifeform. While this lifeform is not seen in-game itself, its unique entity called Zen Flora Animated Mover does get used. This specific example is using the entity to act as a pigeon in A1 Intro World 2. The model itself is called Zen V2 Floater Jellybobber. It has 2 proper animations: an idle and pathed flying. In the final hours of Half-Life Alyx, we get to see some concept art of various Combine infantry. This primarily concerns an unused or unspecified Vortigaunt capture unit. One of these pieces would go on to specifically influence how the Charger in the retail game looks. In one case, the Horse Cavalry did not make it in at all. In the other art, you can see hints of what will become the 4 infantry that would end up in retail. The campaign crash course takes place after the Left 4 Dead 1 survivors escape from a deadly helicopter crash.
I still can't believe you shot the pilot.
He turned into a zombie, Francis. He wasn't gonna land the thing.
Well, I guess now we'll never know, will we?
The body of the pilot is nearby. Going up to it as different characters will yield different bits of dialogue.
Pilot's license revoked. Dun dun dun! Pilot's license revoked. Wah!
Poor guy. He tried to help us.
Hey, Zoe, here's the pilot, in case you want to shoot him again.
He was a zombie, Francis.
Although it has gone completely unused, within the files for Portal 1 exists a wet floor sign that has been modified slightly. These modifications are all a reference to the infamous
This is Sparta!
meme from the movie 300. The texture is called wet floor sign, and lacks the needed VMT file to be properly used. Based on the layout, it likely would have been used on an also cut model. In the new Counter-Strike 2 Arms Race map, Baggage, you can find all sorts of stickers on various different objects. One crate visible in the Team Select screen has an orange lambda on it. This crate can be seen when no-clipping out of the map just outside of T-spawn. There's another Lambda sticker, which can be easier seen, right in front of T-spawn, which is also beside an Aperture Science sticker.